If you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, or like you're living in a constant state of chaos, stick with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly how something as simple as minimalism saved my sanity and how minimalism for mental health can be an absolute game changer for you too. This is the Growth Mindset Project, and if you're ready to transform your mind, your life, and your mental health, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video that could change everything for you. Let's cut straight to it. Mental health doesn't just affect how we think, it colors every corner of how we live, our relationships, our emotions, and our entire existence. Over the last few years, levels of anxiety, stress, and burnout have exploded, and it can feel like all we're doing some days is keeping our heads above water. That's why I started digging deeper, looking for anything at all, that could help. That's when I discovered minimalism. And suddenly, the world got quieter, calmer, and so much lighter. Here's what I found out. The physical world around us deeply impacts our mental and emotional world. Studies have shown that clutter can literally spike our stress hormones, make us more irritable, interrupt our sleep, damage our focus, and even influence things like our eating patterns. And for so long, I thought it was just me. Just me who felt frazzled with too much stuff. Just me who lost focus in cluttered rooms. Just me who felt like there was always something unfinished or some mess hanging over my head. But research confirms what I've felt, and maybe what you've noticed too. Too much stuff equals too much stress. Too much choice equals decision fatigue. Too many tasks, piles, reminders, and distractions chip away at our peace, our clarity, and our happiness. So why does minimalism for mental health work? Why does letting go of all that excess clutter clear up our minds as much as our closets? Let me give you 7 real, practical reasons minimalism can be so powerful for your mental well-being. First, minimalism helps us feel in control again. When you make the intentional choice to minimize what you own, you take back the driver's seat, not just of your home, but of your whole life. Minimalism is fundamentally about living intentionally. You stop drifting through life on autopilot, just responding to whatever lands in front of you. Instead, you start shaping your world on purpose, according to your own values and priorities, and that sense of agency and ownership over your choices has dramatic effects on self-esteem, motivation, and long-term happiness. Second, minimalism forces us to figure out what actually matters to us. When you're no longer chasing the next purchase or distracted by constant clutter, you start asking better questions like, what do I really care about? What do I want to be known for? How do I want to spend my limited time on this earth? This is where minimalism for mental health really shines. It removes the background noise and helps you listen to your own heart. And when your values and your choices align, it's like something in your brain shifts. You feel more authentic, more focused, and more alive. Number 3, minimalism creates space around us, and even more importantly, space within us. Every object you own isn't just taking up square footage. It's occupying mental headspace as well. That stack of papers makes you feel guilty every time you see it. That box of old tech you might get to one day is a constant reminder of unfinished business. Each physical possession adds another whisper in the back of your mind. But when I started clearing out the excess, something unexpected happened. I could breathe. The air and the energy in my home shifted. minimalism becomes a sort of mental decluttering too. Suddenly there's room for peace, for creativity, for genuine rest. Number 4, minimalism leads to generosity. It surprised me, but it's true. When you own less, you actually see what you have much more clearly, and you start wanting to share it. You notice the abundance rather than the lack. Giving away things I didn't need gave me a sense of joy and purpose I never expected, and research backs this up. People who practice generosity regularly are less stressed, have stronger relationships, and feel more fulfilled. When you're not constantly hustling for more, it's amazing how much you want to give. If any of this is resonating with you so far, do me a favor and hit that like button and drop a comment telling me one space in your home where clutter feels overwhelming. It's all about progress, not perfection. Number 5, minimalism frees up our time and energy for relationships. Think about how much time you spend every week cleaning, tidying, shopping, organizing, repairing, or just maintaining all your stuff. Studies say it's as much as 2 hours a day on average. That's 14 hours a week. Nearly an entire waking day lost to managing clutter. When you minimize, you reclaim huge chunks of your time and attention, and that's time you can pour into the people who matter most. Connection, community, deep relationships, these are the greatest protectors of mental health. In fact, an 85-year-long study has found that the best predictor of long-term happiness and health isn't money, fame, or even career achievements. It's positive relationships, and minimalism carves out the space for exactly that. Number 6, minimalism cuts down on mental and physical fatigue. Every extra thing in your life is another thing to take care of. Clean, fix, move, decide about. The more stuff, the more drain on your energy. But minimalism doesn't just lighten your physical load, it's a cure for decision overload too. If you've ever stood in front of a bursting closet, trying to decide what to wear, you know the pain of decision fatigue. When you own less, your days become simpler, your decisions become easier, and you have more energy for what really matters. And number 7, minimalism quiets comparison. In our world, we're constantly bombarded with the images of what we should have on social media, in ads, even in the driveway next door, and the chase never ends. But when you embrace minimalism for mental health, you realize you already have enough. You are enough. The competitive pressure slips away, and in its place, you discover gratitude, contentment, and self-acceptance. That more than anything is what saved my sanity, trading comparison for inner peace. And here's the bonus reason most people never mention. Minimalism teaches you to be present. When you stop obsessing about acquiring, organizing, or maintaining things, you start noticing life itself. The smell of your morning coffee, the sound of your child laughing, the way sunlight falls through the window. These little moments of presence are where peace truly lives, and minimalism clears the way for them. What's incredible about all of this is that anyone can start right now. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to throw everything away overnight. One drawer at a time, one room at a time, one day at a time, you create a little more space for sanity, clarity, and meaning. Minimalism for mental health gives you room to breathe and the freedom to live on purpose, not just react to the world around you. If you want more tips, encouragement, and deep dives into how real people are transforming their mental health, check out the other videos on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified as soon as the next one is live. You're not in this alone. Your best, most peaceful life might be simpler than you think.